world. It is time for some Mario Maker 2 with one of my new favorite level creators, Nurkte. Nurkte. I don't know. That guy. Very good level creator. Very glad I stumbled upon him. I am glad about that, chat. And you know what else I'm glad about? It's Thursday. Woo, the week is almost done. And I've almost got my system created at work that I've been working hard on. It's taken a little longer than I thought it was going to, but it's coming together. It's coming together slowly but surely. What's up, Peter? What is going on, my good man? What's up, Dave? What's going on, Andrew? Uh-oh. Todd, all right. That's what I was hoping to see. I wanted to see a Facebook message come through. Because for some reason, that didn't happen at all yesterday. What's up, Matt? Okay, Facebook's working again today. I was so afraid it was going to be one of those things where it stopped working. And now that Facebook's kind of moving far away from gaming, I was afraid they weren't going to fix it if it was on their end. But maybe it was just on Restream's end. Either way, it's working now. So I'm very relieved. What's going on, Sally, Mary, K. Barowski, Cameron, and Fernando? You got the new Kirby game. What do you think, Peter? It's like a racing game, right? I believe it's a racing game, not a raisin game, a racing game. If I'm not mistaken. But I've actually never played a Kirby. I've never played a Kirby. I've played against Kirby in Smash. What's up, Barack? What's going on, Todd? It's been blocking you to add messages. Yeah, I know it, Todd. Sorry about that. What's up, Kyle with an A? Happy Thursday, J-Man. Nice to see you. We're just getting things squared away here before we get back into this incredible level creator. What a great level creator this is, people. I hope you take a screenshot at some point. It is a fun racing game, Peter. Anybody else try the new Kirby yet? Peter's down with it. What do you give it out of 10, Peter? What is your score, your first impression score for Kirby out of 10? That's what I'd like to know. Barack is saying happy Friday from Australia. Shout out to Australia. Shout out to Australia and New Zealand. And those massive spiders. That would freak me out. They look like they could do some damage. That is no daddy long legs. That is like a tarantula mixed with a rabbit. This is a scary combination. Still Thursday evening. That's right, Andrew. Still got Thursday. Hard to believe today's only a week away from Thanksgiving. Can you believe that, J-Man? That's a good way to say it. What's up, Blue Man? Haven't played Kirby since Game Boy. What's up, Erica Gobble? Happy Friday to you. Well, it ain't Friday yet. What's up, Jeremy? Old Kirby was dreamlike for me. It was at the very beginning. A37, both age group. Okay, shout out to you, Matt. You give it a 10 out of 10 because the music and tracks in the story mode. That's a high rating, Peter. I'm so glad to hear it. I am glad to hear it, my good man. Well, hit that like button. If there is a like button on whatever platform you watch it on, double tap the screen, see if anything happens. Do a little experiment right now for me, chat. Just poke your screen twice and see if anything happens. And we are about to get into it if my laptop cooperates. I wonder if we're going to see more Kaizo. We get Kaizo, Precision, just general platforming. We got a little bit of everything with this level creator. I bet you if you watch the whole stream, I bet you'll see at least one level that you want to try. That is my wager. We're starting with Fallen Gate. It says it's not a precision level, which typically means it's a precision level. So, let's do it, and let's do it right on a Thursday night. Hit that like button and say hello if you so wish. I'd like to hear from you. The big spiders in Australia is scary. Big as your head. Yeah, you ain't kidding. Tarantula mixed with a rabbit. You know what I'm talking about, Erica? If all spiders work together that eat up the population, that's possible. That wouldn't shock me. There's some scary creatures. Today is your Friday. Hoping to see the second Wicked movie this weekend. There you go, Erica G. Hearing mixed reviews about that. What's up, Super Kenny World? I just caught Kenny live over on TikTok. Big shout out Super Kenny World. You can play the game with your brothers during Thanksgiving. There you go, Peter. Little family time. I missed my my cue there. I think my jump walked right off the edge. Yep. And that was close. Let's get into it here. Oh my gosh. Whew. Okay, we're going to have to go very quickly. We're going to have to move quickly here. Which has been true in a lot of these levels. Which I like. Hey, look at this. Oh my gosh! Not a precision level, he says. The description of this level, not a precision level. Bro, I got some news for you. You may not believe it. But this right here, it's undeniably a precision level. But I know it was a joke. The way I'm talking about sounds like I don't get it, but I do get it was a joke. Clearly he knows it's a precision level. Okay, clearly we're gonna clear it. Clearly. Whoo, you gotta be careful. What's up, Erica? Big shout out to Double Star Mom 35 and you 100% in Silk Song. Very nice. See, she's a true gamer, people. Check out my buddy Double Star Mom 35. You won't regret it. We got some fast precision. Exactly. Exactly, Matt. Not only is it precise, you got to keep it moving. You got to keep it moving and grooving, or else it's over for you. And we got to keep these jumps low. Oh, and no bonking allowed. So we need to maintain momentum. We need to maintain speed. And there's very little margin for error along the way. Oh, see what I mean? Not time attack. Yeah, that's true. At least we have, timer-wise, we have plenty of time. But Goomba-wise, we are very limited. Oh, gosh. I can't believe I made that my first time through. That's one of the trickiest jumps in this thing. Because the Goomba's falling. That Goomba keeps on falling. Like that run? Probably not. Alicia Keys. Alright. Gotcha. Oh, that was so good. This thing just keeps going. What's up, George? Kenny was lagging. Oh, you got to tap the jump button. You need a little oomph. Chat, take a screenshot and try this for yourself. You got to understand what I'm going through here. In a good way. It's very fun, but it is very tough. Like crazy tough. Kenny's working on that Kaizo level. Look like a good one. Oh, buddy. Got it. Oh my gosh, that was so close. Oh my goodness, this is really tough. This is really tough. This is a very unique brand of difficulty. Because it's such a combination of precision, speed run. Yeah, precision and speed run, I guess. Oh. Oh, that's so tricky. Lots of controlled jumps. It's like the Energizer Bunny. You got to keep going and going. I'm so glad the Facebook chat's working tonight. Thanks, Mary. What's up, Steven? Working on the ROM hacks. There you go. Working on those ROM hacks. Oh, my gosh. What's up, Toad the Jam? Pump the jam. Pump it up. I almost got my Christmas tree up. I got it in position. I cleared the area. What's up, Stevie? Word. Word up. The bird. The bird's the word. Yeah. Gotcha. Come on. No! Oh my goodness, that is crazy. 3 more days of school till break. You need it. Today was a perfect storm of awful that nobody's fault. Okay, well, that's a good way to see it at least. Lots of little coincidences that work together to foil your day. I hate when that happens. Big shout out to Double Star Mom 35. She's got a great attitude. And she's also a great educator. Steven's mom said hi. What's up, Steven's mom? Shout out to Steven's mom who's got it going on. She's all I want, and I've waited for so long. Steven, can't you see that your mom is amazing? Big shout out to Steven's mom. And not a big shout out to that Spike that keeps getting me. How do I know YOLO? YOLO Swaggy is a streamer I met on Facebook many moons ago. I want to say my very first year of streaming. He's always been very creative. He's always been very creative as a streamer, like finding little... Like, he was doing... I want to say he was doing bingo streams at one point. Like, he brought the stream into bingo with him. He's done all types of cool stuff. YOLO Swaggy, the visionary. Oh, come on now. What's up, Primetime? Nice to see you. What's up, Super Trucker J? Very nice to see you, my friend. Like the updated version? There you go. That one's for you, Blue Man. What's up, Dave? What's going on, Roderick? 40 stars from Steven. Thank you, Steven. You are the superstar leader. And this star drop is for you, my good man. What's up, Siobhan? Nice to see you. Thank you for the hot. Siobhan has got it going on. Siobhan's a great name to say. What's up, Nat? Nat is where it's at. She can't even chat on Facebook. Sorry about that, Nat. How's that? How could they deny you that way? It ain't right. It just ain't right. That also ain't right. That jump ain't right. Siobhan! Siobhan. Oh. All right, chat. We gotta do this. This is the kind of level where you kind of can't think too much. You gotta go by feel. You know, like in Star Wars when Luke turns the radar off? That's kind of what you gotta do here. Boom, we got it. See? I just need to make that parallel to Luke Skywalker. You like almost have to... It's like a mind game. Because obviously you're focusing. I was very much focused on what I was doing, but I had to deny myself the next level of focus that usually trips me up. Hard to describe. Realize you're only unable to chat on Facebook if you use your phone, but it's fine on the computer. Okay, George, that's good to know. What's up, Fernando? Thank you. What type of level is this called? I call that a precision platform, a speed run. Thanks, Mary, Erica, George, Erica G, and Peter. Thanks, Nat. Thanks, Dave, the bassist. He's slapping the bass. Dum, da, dum, dum. Dum, da, dum, dum. My favorite bass player, James Jameson. Flea, also. Two very different bass players. Okay, this one has a way higher clear rate. This one has one-shot potential. I'm So glad it's Thursday, chat. You always use your phone, not your computer. That's probably why you can't chat on Facebook. There it is, Nat. We're solving mysteries here. People, break out the laptop if it's if I'm streaming. Get that laptop out. We're bringing it old school here. This is nice. This is very friendly. I want that one shot. I want the one shot. Let me have it. Don't troll me, bro. Don't do it. Don't you? Yes. We got the one shot. This level crate is great. Like I said, chat, there's going to be something this stream that's for you. Take that screenshot. If the last one looked way too tough, give this one a whirl. This one will get your foot in the door. That'll get your foot in the door. Your favorite bass player is your son, Noah. Well, you have a little bias there, Erica. Let the record show. Probably a bit of favoritism at play there. I didn't even read the next line. Thanks, Mary and Erica. Yeah, I think so. But let the record show, I may agree. Because I'm actually a big fan of Noah as well. So, no shade to Noah. But it can be a difficult thing as a parent to avoid the bias of the deep love and devotion for your offspring. And that's probably a good thing. Decide to make a level with the worst clear condition. Well, thanks for that. What is the worst clear condition? 100 coins. Yeah, that's a bad one. Streaming on all 5 platforms right now. Thank you, Dave! Oh, this is actually a speed run. Look at this. We got to learn the path. Oh, I needed that. Shout out to Noah. There it is. You got work to do tonight? Don't want to do it. Slot the lazy mode trying to break out. Okay, please aid. Is it the kind of work that you can chip away at? Something that helps me in that situation is just starting with 2 minutes. I commit to doing 2 minutes of it. And I literally will set a timer for 2 minutes and promise myself I don't have to go beyond that. But oftentimes, once I get to 2 minutes, I'll be like, all right, 2 more. And then you've at least gotten started. Oh, gosh. And I find that's the hardest thing to break. Alavandre, thanks for the GG. I find breaking that seal of just starting up can really represent a huge barrier. That's what we want. Uh-oh. I don't think I have time for all that. That was cool. Okay, this is interesting. Have you gone to the Patabase? No, I've just been stuck on this level creator I found randomly in Endless Expert. But they've had some wild super expert levels as well. A couple with only a handful of clears. And the clears were all really good players. Oh, I thought I had to hold up. Wait a minute. Put a little love in it. All right. No! All right, this is tricky in a good way. It will be completed. You'll get it done prime time. I believe in you, bro. I believe in you. But, and let the record show, that little 2-minute trick, it is far from foolproof. There we go. Oh, but it's at least something to give it a shot. But I have a few things that I really need to get done that I've been putting off and having a very difficult time initiating. And you know, one of the more pleasant ones that I'm almost embarrassed to admit has been really difficult for me to get going is just putting the tree up. Something I typically enjoy, almost look forward to, because once it's up, I'm so it definitely is a positive in my environment. It is very much a positive for me once it's up. But something about putting it up alone, the way things are right now, I'm having a psychological battle. I'm having a self versus self battle. I know that once I put it up, I'll be so glad I put it up. But like I'm saying. Oh! close. What's up, Clumsy? It's almost Friday, Super Trucker J. Got a time on the computer that inputs breaks. Just remember, there you go. Perfect prime time. You're all set up. Thank you for the hot Kiwi. And thank you, George, for the 200 stars. Now you are the superstar leader. The star drop is for you. We want a fresh timer. Have you hit the like button yet? Take a screenshot. Try this level code. It's a good one. That's an easy way to do that. What are we doing here? Not that. You know, if you kicked yourself into gear, clean the room, and some of the memories you found made you happy percent. Okay, that's fair. What's up, Lewis? Yeah. I'll be glad once I get the Christmas decorations going, and that will also have the side benefit of helping me finally get the house clean again. See, that's the other downside to living alone, is if you neglect to do the little things, they're just never getting done. And there's no one to even be like, hey, you got to do this thing. So, like for instance, I have a remember on Guts? Do you have it? Guts. Remember the aggro crag? I have an aggro crag of cardboard boxes on the side of my kitchen right now, which is just unacceptable. It's the first thing I see when I walk into the kitchen. It's a real buzzkill. It's a real eyesore. Oh! What do I gotta do here? Like that? No, not quite. You got a final little drawing. That's pretty cool. You got a new tree for the apartment. Small but cozy. Felt lonely doing it. You get that? Make the space nicer. Exactly. The Christmas music definitely goes a long way. Shout out to Mariah, because you know she's on fire, and she's coming back. She's unthawing right now. She is unthawing right now, ready to take over yet again. I'm down with that song, too. I'm down with All I Want for Christmas Is You. Oh, I'm not down with that spike, though. There you go. Clumsy knows. It's a classic. She makes like $10 billion every Christmas. Maybe not quite 10 bill, but it's up there. It is up there. Charlie Brown Christmas. That's something to look forward to. And It's a Wonderful Life. The ultimate. I really wish there was a way to do a legal watch party, because I want so badly to be able to watch that and stream it, like with all of you. I don't know if that's right, but that's what I'm doing. No. Maybe the POW is my jump? You not into that one, prime time? All I Want for Christmas is level cleared. Exactly, Super Trucker J. Robin, if I asked who Mariah was and I responded, yeah, I think she's thawing right now. She starts thawing when you're supposed to start thawing your turkey. Okay. I assume you need the POW for the other side of the muncher, but maybe Shell is supposed to hit the POW while you are already jumping to the block. Yeah, that's a good. That sounds right, George. Just put your miserable little tree up. My lonely, miserable self. Sometimes I debate, should I put it up? I'm never home. Yes, and the answer is yes, Dave. You did it right. Do I have Discord? I do, but the key word I said is legal. The legal way. The movie stream would be great, especially with one of my favorites like that. You know, a streamer does movie. That a lot of them do. I'm jealous that I'm not rebel enough to partake. I am a rule follower in many contexts. Not all, but in many. And if there's any legal threat, I'm out. I feel like I made it through all my childhood. Because I was not this way. I feel like I'm already on borrowed time. I've done a lot of wild stuff. And now that I just turned 40, it would be real foolish to get in trouble now. I already made it through everything before now. No criminal record. Clean as a whistle. Just a couple. I don't even know if I have maybe 1 or 2 parking tickets. None unpaid. Oh! But I am in good shape legally. Maybe like that? But then what is that? The thing is, it's gonna knock the it's gonna knock those coins down. So that must be what it's for. You activate the POW to knock those coins down. Oh, come on now. Now, let the record show. I want to be clear about something, because the way I just said it, that makes it sound like I think I'm going to get arrested if I did a a Discord movie watch thing, and that's not it. I don't. I think there's probably a 1 in a billion chance of that, probably even less. It's not about how likely it is to happen. It's about what the stakes are. Which is not, that's not an accurate way to see the world. I don't recommend it. It's not a great perspective. But it is my perspective. But I really don't recommend it. I would not preach it in any way, shape, or form. It is always going to lead you way too far based on the actual risk level. But especially the older I've gotten, my tolerance for risk is nearly 0 now. Then this gets those. How do I do this fast enough? We can all find it on streaming. Just press start at the same time. I know Hulu has something like that. Discord movie night? That's what I'm afraid to do. I want it seems like there should be a legal way. Like, can't I just throw like $20 for a one-time license? That's what they should do. Just let streamers buy a one-time license to stream stuff. So, like, I wouldn't be able to record the video and post it. Oh, that's the issue, is the VOD. The VOD would live forever. What's up, Growing Clash? Shout out to the Growing Clash. I've got a growing internal clash right now. Where I'm trying to understand how to do this so much faster. That's the internal clash I'm experiencing. Oh, that was faster. All one motion there. Oh. Well, we figured it out. We figured it out. Now we just have to actually do it right. Is there a way to do Prime stuff on Twitch? The chat members have to also have Prime. Then toss the shell. Don't stop it. It's a Wonderful Life become popular by copyright being allowed to lapse. Stations air it. I think they paid a fee though, J-Man. I don't think that was for free. What's up, world's best Andre? It was the timer, bro. I timed out. The level only starts with 40 seconds. So I literally... Growing Clash didn't count. It's literally at the buzzer. The level is definitely designed to be like a buzzer beater. But don't worry, we got it here. We got just a couple corners to cut, and we're in there. See that? See how I just barely grazed the top of that boo? That alone is going to make the difference. Now we can go in with confidence. I didn't really have confidence last time because I was trying to figure out... Uh-oh, that's definitely a problem. All that time I made up with my little boo jumps. Just went down the boo drain. I could probably get away with throwing that much earlier. Oh, I missed my twirl. I think that would have had the same result anyway. It's all about grabbing that shell. This whole level, timer-wise, let me show you what it comes down to. All this is straightforward. Not that. That's fine. It's this. Boom. There we go. That was clean. That was 100 times better than the previous run. Now, let's throw this early. Oh, buddy. Saved it. Ooh, that was good. That's it. Very nice. Tricky, but very, very, very good. Like all these levels. We just had to finagle the bagel. Thanks, Kiwi. There it is, Andre. There it is, Grown Clash. Thanks, Clumsy. It's a bare minimum space because there was no copyright to pay out. I don't know. I don't know how that worked. But I do know It's a Wonderful Life is one of the best movies ever made. I know that much. Thanks, Dave and Peter. Was there a reason you needed to collect all the coins? Yeah, it was a clear condition. So in order for the goal to even exist in that level, I had to get the 100th coin. If I just ran to the end of that level, the goal wouldn't have even been there. It would have been an outline of the goal. Oh, now we're getting to a tough one. Now we're getting to a tough one. Only 6 clears. Oh, buddy. Now, for the sake of comparison, how many clears did the last one had 21 clears? More than 3 times as many. What's up, Nicole? Thanks, Ivan. Super Pat World Theater with a side of cheese. That's right, Peter. Cheese popcorn. The levels are getting crazy here, Andre. Hey, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, we're still in the same spot. All right, we might be in trouble. We're basically definitely in trouble. But that's all right, because trouble's my middle name. Not even close. My trouble days are done, chat. The thrill of getting in trouble is long gone. Now I just want peace. Now I long for peace. Peace, comfort, security. I gotta kind of do a jump up and around to the right side to get that. Nope. Well, yes, but how? How do I do that? Might be a weird jump. How do I activate that icicle? Displaced. I have to hit it twice. I think I have to hit the on-off twice. Is there a way to do that? No, there's no way I'm hitting that on-off twice. Can we jump from the piranha to the platform below the switch? No. Even right off the bat. Does the death noise know me? Yes, Ashton. I have to block it out. It actually drives me crazy in a very real level. Well, what do we do here? All I can think is I have to double hit the on-off, but how could I pull that off? One thing's for sure. We are not getting it that way. No, I can't seem to get close enough. Can you activate the icicle on your way to the... That's what I'm trying to do. Can you get the ice to fall? That's exactly what I'm trying... This jump right now, I'm about to jump out and around. Oops, if I survived. My goal right now is get from here and on my way up, activate it. But I still have to be able to land on the platform. So it's... Ugh! Like, that's about as far out as I can get. Can you double jump on the piranha? Yeah, I can do like that. Doesn't help me, though. Maybe activate the icicle on your way up. That's what I'm trying to do. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. You've been wanting to change your name to something more permanent. Started with Growing Clash because I was into watching Clash of Clans. For the purpose, if I ever start streaming, I want a more genuine name that relates to me. Strangely, people feel like people wouldn't know or recognize me if I changed my name, but I mostly lurk anyways. I don't think that's silly, but I would just stick with Growing Clash. I think that's a good name. I actually genuinely think that's a good name. And now that you've been Growing Clash, one way or another, you've embodied it. I'm almost positive I have to hit the on-off twice. I just can't figure out how. What if it's like, bop, bop? Oh, that's it. I'm guaranteed. Hold on. It's possible to go from piranha to the top platform? No. No, even if I go right away, I can't. I don't get enough height. See? But if I hit the on-off twice, then we can land and we can do the whole level. Like that. But how? Will you do a turtle jump for me? I don't know, Ken. I don't know if it's going to happen tonight. Right now, we can't figure out this. Maybe that is possible, but I don't think so. See, actually, that time I could have done it. I think it might just be 2 jumps to the on-off. See, that's so close. That makes me think, with the way these levels have been, that does feel at least possible. So I guess there's no point in rushing. It just makes the first jump more difficult. Oh my gosh, Pat. There. Ah! I told you. I told you. I think that's it. Primetime thinks it's a great name. I have to minimize the distance. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I even did that once. Ruby would rage quit. I can definitely appreciate that. What's up, Carlos? Carlito. Oh, I thought that was it. I think that's the only way. There's got to be a strat to it, though. I do feel like I'm missing out on a strat. Using the wall somehow. Yeah, see? Oh. How do I do that? Wait, maybe I'm wrong. I can't get the height. Chat, has anybody looked at it for a clear video? I gotta find a clear video. I need to at least see this first jump. Because I am officially confused. It's official, chat. You can put it on the calendar. Today is the day I was very confused. Which is much like most days that end in Y. No results. Thanks for nothing, bro. That's right, because this one only had like 5 clears. Man. Any comments here? Can't find one? If you have to trigger the ice... Well, I would love to do that. I would love for that to be possible. And look, it is literally just the very beginning. There they are, the top dogs again. I've got my work cut out for me. Thank you, Double Star. Hmm. This. Huh. There's something missing. That's as far over as I can get, bro. I can't get the height. It's like I need more height. What do you want me to do, bro? I have no... Does anybody in the chat have any idea what I'm supposed to do? I'm so surprised to be this confused right at the literal first jump. Well, I guess it's not literally the first jump. I definitely need to jump up to the icicle before I hit the on-off. Because when I hit the on-off twice, it takes my next jump away. So that's not the answer. No clear video I could find. Activate the icicle, then the switch. Okay. That, I believe, would solve my problems. The answer is how? So if I jump to that spot, it can activate the icicle. What I can't seem to figure out is how to accomplish that and land the jump. Oh, there it is. There it is. Andrew's comment just came through in the clutch. Get closer to the red wall. The answer is the red wall lines me up to activate the icicle, as long as I'm not holding right. Watch, I'm going to jump up this wall. There it is. Thank you so much, Andrew. You saw it. Good eye. Good eye, my good man. That was the missing link. Yikes. Can't hold Y. Oh! Oh my goodness. All right. Well, at least we got through the first jump. Let's take that win while we got it. Oh! I gotta let go of Y when I'm jumping off of the snowball, but then repress it immediately afterwards, so I'm getting the momentum I need. No, maybe I just have to get there faster. Oh, I held Y. I have to release Y right before I get to the snowball each time. Oops, forgot the red wall. There it is, Parrot. What's up, Balin? Underjumped it. I'm not sure if you could tell. Ooh, how you like me now? What is that? What in the world was that? What is this? Toss the snowball at the springs? Well, that's the question is, do I need the spring or do I need the snowball? You can bet I'm supposed to bring one of those two toys with me. There we go. That was better. Think it's a snowball jump? And then what? Am I just juggling the spring, you think? I don't get what's happening between the... I have the snowball and the spring. That's where I don't get it. Nice. So I have a spring in my hands. You know what I think it is? I think it was what I accidentally did when I first got there, which is immediately throw the spring and jump off of the spring and bring the snowball. I think that might be it. What we need to find out is what the... It'll become obvious once we get past that, what we need in order to progress. That is tricky. You know what I mean? If I met that... But no, then the snowball... Am I supposed to grab that shell? I don't know. I wish we had a clear video for this one. This might have to be a start the stream level. Is there a way to juggle it? Is it just a regular old juggle? It doesn't feel like it. But maybe it is. That'd be a lot easier than what I'm trying to do! The timing of the thing I'm trying to do is very wonky. Not very consistent. And I've slowed down my time to get to that snowball. It's making it way harder. That's better. No! I have to start pressing Y as soon as possible after the jump. So now I'm anticipating it too quickly. There we go. Nice, that was good. Because I have that in my hand. I have the spring in my hand. No, I don't understand. So if you... And there's some troll blocks in the level? Wow. Well, I don't know, chat. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. I don't know. So I think at least for now I'll leave it behind. Especially where I would be devastated to spend the next 10 minutes, get to the end finally, and then get trolled. That would definitely hurt. So for now, we'll move on. Thank you, Dave. I think so too, Clumsy. You gotta know when to hold 'em. Know when to fold 'em. There's a lot of wisdom there. You never count your money while you're sitting at the table. Now this, I think we're going to do just fine. Oh, that's tricky. Who is that? Kenny Rogers, right? I have that vinyl. Oops. Gotta do some record collection streams. Or at least some kind of record collection content. I have an incredible record collection. I have a shocking. I'd go as far as to call it shocking. There we go. There we don't go. You disregard the spring and do there's a shell surf. Well, that's the thing. I'd be curious to see in the level viewer whether you need a snowball or a spring somewhere in the future. Because I bet you need one of them. I can't imagine one's for nothing. There we go. getting wild. What wild and crazy kids. Wild and Crazy Kids. That show was so good. I wanted to be on it so badly as a kid. I wanted to be on all the Nick shows as a kid. What would you do? Definitely wanted to be on that with Mark Summers. Hey. Oh. Definitely wanted to be on Figure It Out. I'm pretty sure I had a crush on the host. But I also had a crush on the cartoon Princess Peach. So take that for what you will. Like, Figure It Out with Summer Sanders. There it is. That's what I'm thinking of. Summer Sanders. Summer Sanders. That is kind of funny to think now as a 40-year-old playing Mario on the internet. That as a young lad, I had a crush on Princess Peach from the Mario show. And I've told this before, that I had a moment of a moment of clarity. The saddest epiphany of my life, one random day. And it dawned on me, oh my gosh. There is a 0% chance of me ever even meeting the cartoon Princess Peach, because of course she's a cartoon. She's not real. And something you might be like, come on, Pat, how did you not realize that right away? And that's part of being a kid. You don't necessarily always think it all the way through. But once that one hit me, I was like, no. I was like Darth Vader. I was like Darth Vader right when he becomes Darth Vader. No. Right when he finds out. Well, right when he's told a lie. But I won't say which lie for the sake of not spoiling anything. If you haven't had a chance to watch Star Wars yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. Oh, I missed. Completely missed. Double Dare. Want to be on Zoom as a kid. Not the phone call. Double Dare. That's a good one for sure. What's up, Mega Cha? What do I use for ROMs? I don't even play ROMs. I just play Mario Maker 2. And I'm playing it on a Switch 2 right now, but it can also be played on the Switch 1. You can switch it up. Ugh. But yeah, and I'll go all the way and tell you the truth that I was crying about it. I've been a sensitive guy my whole life, and I literally remember crying about it. I remember trying to communicate it to my mom, and her being like, "What are you talking about?" Like, not in an insensitive way, more just in like a sheer confusion. Like, wait, how are you feeling this much emotion about a cartoon character right now? What's going on? It's like, you don't understand. I can never even meet her. She's like, well, that's true. She's a cartoon. And I was like, no, don't rub it in. Definitely shout out to my mom for all the patience she had with me. I definitely required it. How in the world do I do this last jump? My Cancer, well, as far as the stars go, I'm a Scorpio. November. But at least in my mind, I don't know how much that has to do with anything. Because the part that always confused me was, how do you get the correct initial interpretation of the arrangement of stars? Like, how could you realistically determine that the stars in this particular formation equate to these particular characteristics? That's the part that's always felt like I can't connect those dots. At some point, there had to be seemingly some kind of almost arbitrary assignment of characteristics, right? Maybe not. Let the record show I have no idea what I'm talking about. This is just my thoughts when it comes to the world of astrology, which I am very much an outsider to, so I don't really have any credibility at all. But that's just been a sticking point since I ever even heard about horoscopes in the newspaper as a kid. That's always been my question. You know what? I should ask AI about it. Oh! I bet AI will know. Had those moments growing up. What's up, Mello? You bought a game PC. Now you can watch with great pixels. There you go. The stars are always moving. Given enough time, the sky will be filled differently. Yeah. But shout out to anyone who's down with astrology. I'm not saying anything. I'm not meaning to. I'm meaning to pose a question without any assumptions that there's a right or wrong answer. That's the goal of my expression here. I'm not trying to own the astrology people or anything even close to that. That's just been my honest hang-up since I can remember asking as a kid, what's a horoscope? I said, oh, well, depending on what month you're born and how the stars are arranged during that time, it gives some insight into who you are as a person. And right off the bat, the big question was, well, how do you ever attach those particular characteristics to those particular placements in the sky? But I'm going to check it out after the stream, and I'm going to bet there's an answer to that question. Couldn't hear you loud from the machine, came back to hear. Let the record show I have no idea what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's always an important point to make here. I am not someone with an extensive knowledge of anything. I'm so in my own head that I'm not much good to anyone. So, if I'm going to share any kind of opinion, it's important to have that context that I'm not someone who thinks like, you'd have to be crazy to think this, or you'd have to be so dumb to think this. I really don't think that about much because there's so many different ways to see the world, so many different ways to approach it, so many different life experiences, many that I've never had, many life experiences I've never had that had I had them may have shaped me to be wildly different than I am. And that's one of those things that goes for better or worse. Some life experiences lead you towards clarity of thought, and then other life experiences can cloud your thoughts, taint them, make you maybe overgeneralize about something. Very easy to do that. That's the ultimate human nature. Oversimplify, overgeneralize. You have a bad experience with something, someone, some area. Like you have one bad experience in a certain city you're driving through, and then you might be like, well, I'm never going back to that city. And that's not an actual representation of that city. That's an anecdotal experience. But from the person who experienced it, it very much feels like very real evidence that I ain't going back there. When in reality, it really is not an issue with the city, necessarily. You were in the wrong place at the wrong time. I see the problem. I need to spend a little more time in the air. The hitbox isn't active yet. It works on the green ones, though. There we go. Oh my gosh. This is a really fun level. I'm glad we skipped to this one. But you know what's really funny? With everything I just said, right? I can remember part of what even drew me into be thinking about in the first place is because I was like, oh, the Scorpio stuff, that kind of does sound like me. But then I was looking at the other ones. I was like, well, those kind of sound like me too. Oh! no! We at least made it progress. But thank you, chat. I'm just going to trust that chat heard me out there. I did not take that to be anything more than it was. Just a rant of my own thoughts and questions. Enjoying this one more for sure. What's up, Jonathan? Oh, my goodness. We have a living legend in the chat, the one and only gaming band director. A great educator, a great streamer, and a great man. He's a great man, people. Oh my gosh! Man, that's tricky. Say we have 6 signs. With you, I don't understand it fully. That's all right. It matches up with your personality. There you go. You're a Libra. Did a horoscope experiment. Stats professor was like, you're a Libra to a T. There you go. There you go. I know if I was going to make a system like astrology, I would definitely go about it by making each category potentially relate to anyone. Because you have that psychological thing, that power of suggestion, that if you're told these traits go towards you, you're going to be a little more likely to see that as the case. So if all of them, if you could technically kind of fit with any of them, and you're being told this one is you, then that's kind of like the perfect crime. It's the perfect crime. But it's not a crime. If my goal was deception, I think that would be effective. But again, I don't know the origin story. I don't know anything. I really don't know. But I have a lot of questions. I'm generally a skeptical person with a lot of questions. But one thing that separates me from a overly negative skeptic is I have a very open mind. I am very willing to hear the other side and ponder it and consider what makes more sense, how I thought before, or the evidence in front of me. In my 40 years, I have changed my mind about things time and time again. Oops. There you go. Miss getting to be here all the time. Glad you could be here, Jonathan. I had to switch to Twitch because Facebook was dropping. Yeah, fair enough. What's up, Mr. Undertale? Super Mario games are beautiful. I agree. I agree wholeheartedly with that. I agree. Oh, that was almost it. That was nearly it. It's all about that last series of jumps. Once I'm moving with that shell in my hands, that's when it starts to matter. Every move contributes to that final momentum in position. I really keep wanting to grab that shell in the air before it lands. What's up, Pixel Rush? Do I have a Super World? No. But I do love Super Worlds. But I'm very picky about which ones I play. You know what was a really cool one? Super Johnny X World? Johnny XOTH World? It was set up like a golf course. It was Kaizo Golf. There are really some cool Super Worlds out there. Oh my gosh, Pat. Ultimate one, Super Kelly World. Super Kelly World and Super Music Man World. Those were wild. Overjumped it. Deep questions with Pat. I got a lot of deep questions and not so many answers. That's how I would describe my brain. Full of questions, scarce supply of answers. So, yeah, take that as you will. It's been both a... Yes! Oh, I thought that was it. It's been a blessing and a curse. It has been a blessing and a curse in my life to be full of questions and devoid of answers. I've definitely driven a lot of people crazy with my questions. In one way, I'm an excellent communicator. But in another way, I'm an overbearing communicator. I want to talk a lot. And I don't want to just talk about the weather. I like, especially if we have some kind of conflict, I'm not looking for a 2-minute summary. I'm looking for the extended edition. You ever see Lord of the Rings extended edition? That's my desired level of communication in conflict. It's Lord of the Rings extended edition. And for some people, that is torture, which I can appreciate. I do think that's valid. But I also think it's valid to prefer it, like I do. Hey, there we go. That was tough. That was tough. Go way deeper. Feel if it's true. What's the purpose? Well, I think something to believe in, something to guide you. I think that would be, if my view of the answer to that question, what would be the purpose, would be for guidance. For some sort of predictive guidance to give you an upper hand to deal with what you're dealing with. That's how I think I would answer that. Thank you, Andrew, Cy, Ty, Game and Band Director, Mary, Erica. Ask a lot of questions. There it is. Clumsy. Thanks, Nicole and Zach. There it is, Mr. Undertale. Had to be precise. Thanks, Erica Gobble. That was a great one. Your levels flow amazingly well. This one might be my favorite. There you go. Shout out Scallywag. I love the encouragement. Thanks, George. It is very nice to be able to look forward to the stream and know I'm going to enjoy the levels. I definitely feel like I come into the stream with such a better attitude knowing I'm going to enjoy what I play. Whereas, like, with Endless, it feels like half the time, sometimes more. It's difficult for me to enjoy wholeheartedly. Whereas I've known all week starting the stream, and I feel like I've been even though I've been down otherwise, I feel like on stream, it's been so easy to look forward to the stream and kind of have my best foot forward, just kind of leaning into, hey, here's a little hour to escape with my buddies and play my favorite game. So thank you for that, Chad. It's been a much needed and much appreciated escape this week. And thank you, George, for 200 more stars. Thank you for that support, George. The star drop is for you. Thanks, Kiwi, for those dozen roses. All right, chat. Well, thanks for being here. Hope to catch up with you tomorrow. We still got plenty of levels left here. We still got plenty left. What's next here? 3%. Dumb idea 1%. Dumb idea 2.0. And then we get to all these different versions of the word Kaizo. I think some of these are going to be really tough. Yeah. There's Unlimited Will. Shout out Unlimited Will. Came through with the clear video for me. Shout out Unlimited Will. Okay, chat. Well, here, let's close it out on my buddy Nurkte's, or Nurkte. Nurkte's code here. Big shout out to you, buddy. All right. Thanks for being here. Thank you so much to anyone who hit with any stars, shares, follows, likes, gifted subs, all the above. Thank you so much for your love and support. And if you are someone that struggles with depression or anxiety, you are not alone in that struggle, my friend. That's something I struggle with, and there are a lot of us struggling. So if you're one of them, make sure you got someone in your life you can talk to about it, a friend, family member, loved one, or therapist. And try to get some movement in your life. Take a walk outside. Find a way to move that you don't dread. It can make a big difference in your day, your physical health, and your mental health. So I encourage you with that. Hold on to hope. Believe better days are coming, because you never know. Tomorrow could be the best day of your life. But you got to get there to find out. So hang in there. I'm rooting for you. If you're struggling right now, know that being in the struggle means you're still in the fight, and I'm proud of you for making it this far. Don't give up. I know life can get very overwhelming and hit you with some wild lefts and rights, ups and downs, twists and turns, traumas and tragedies. and have you feeling like, oh my gosh, everything's completely ruined. What's the point without this person, place, or thing in my life anymore? Everything's just getting worse. It's so much to do and all these chores, and things are just getting worse and worse. It's valid to feel that way. But feeling that way is going to lead you to some wildly inaccurate conclusions, because the truth is, there's some amazing stuff coming your way in your life. And when you're really down, really depressed, really anxious, it can convincingly feel like it's never getting better. And even if it did, it wouldn't matter because it's too far gone. It can really feel that way. But again, it's a valid feeling, but important to recognize while you're feeling that way, wow, I'm really depressed. Because it's that much easier at that point, once you've recognized it, to then say, okay, well, if I'm seeing all of reality through this filter of depression, I can't trust it. That doesn't just turn off the bad feelings, but it does help me detach from them and believe them less if I can recognize they're not based in true reality. So it sounds simple. It sounds like it's like a light switch thing, but it isn't. It's really just redirecting your focus in such a way, or I'll put it this way, redirecting your focus away from spiraling down how bad everything is, all the things that are wrong, how much worse it could be and probably will get. That's the line of thinking that takes you on the pain train. And that's a ride you do not want to take, my friends, because you will just spiral all the way down. And then the further down you go, the harder it can be to get out. So this is why I'm saying it's a powerful skill to be able to identify that you're depressed or anxious. It doesn't make you weak or weird. It makes you strong and powerful, and something that I want to encourage you towards. So if any of that resonates with you, know that I am genuinely rooting for you big time. If you need a little family-friendly escape, I got you covered with thousands of hours of gaming content scattered across the internet. So make sure you're following Super Pat World, all one word, on every platform. You can find me, and I hope to catch up with you tomorrow. We'll do it all again. Until then, have an amazing rest of your night. And tomorrow's Friday. Weekend's almost here, chat. We're almost there. Bye, everybody.